Okay folks, this will be a challenging one potentially. It looks like something that has potential. Okay. I don't know why we're going there yet. I don't know how we're going to make this look. It looks interesting. Okay, let's see what we've got. We've got here, it's a toy, some kind of an electronic toy. So we'll just show you the whole thing of it. Electronic toy with a nice front on there, which is where we're focusing our work. And we'll just give it a demo. Yeah. Interesting. You wouldn't want to throw this away into landfill, folks. It's electronic waste, even though it's a toy. And I just hope the battery can be replaced on it when it goes flat. I'm going to send it to the op shop. Probably not the same one as I went to, but I'm going to give it back. Anyway, that looks interesting, not quite what I'm after, but then it could be. It looks like we've got something there that can be used. Just trying to think. The vertical could go 120 and the horizontal could go 104. I don't know how this is going to look. I don't know whether I should do another one. I'm going to just have a go and see. I'm going to, fuck it. It's not an easy one to do, folks, so I'm just going to go back and do another. But basically, yeah, it's a toy, an electronic toy, and a lot of these toys can't be serviced, which is really a shame. It is, folks, and it's not good for the environment. And children don't understand that, or their parents probably don't teach or know how to teach them about the dangers of e-waste. But, you know, it's really difficult trying to avoid throwing things out because everything is made not to be serviceable, and that's looks shit house. These so that's what we just did. So things are not always easy doing this style of demo. So I'm just going to try that again. But basically, yeah, it's really something that parents don't think about. Is the environmental impact of discarded toys. And toys are indeed toss away, the way they're manufactured, designed and manufactured. Anyway, that looks really quite nice. I think we could use that. I'm going to cut it down there and just enlarge it. But basically, we've got to somehow think of our future, folks. Try not to buy as many of these toys as we can, if we can avoid it. It's really not as easy as it looks. Kids are often used as marketing pawns by the huge toy companies, and if a child wants that toy, it's very difficult to convince the child that they can't have it. And how are they going to understand the issues of e-waste as a child? You know, children just don't know, and they're innocent. And it's this innocence that's often preyed upon by the big toy companies. And it's just so mean-spirited by these companies that we have to deal with this. And yeah, I'm just going to line that up against the edge. So yeah, it's really not a good thing the way the world has become a really seriously polluted environment. Toys should be made to last, you know, something you can hand on down to your future generations, like in the old days. That would be nice. But I hope this toy doesn't end up in the bin. I hope it can be recycled. If it gets taken to a waste depot for dismantling. But it's very important that we somehow work on our environment and make it a clean and green and better place for everyone. Now this looks a bit shit house. But basically, yeah, that looks a bit better now. Maybe a bit smaller on the vertical could be good. I was thinking this was going to look good as it was. Scanner's making noises again, folks. Yeah, that looks better. We've got a nice bit of a round bit happening. Looks a lot better. I really wish the world could be a happy place for everyone through the use of ecologically sound methods, like people in third world countries who end up with e-waste being dumped in their environment, that they could have a clean place to grow food and water and make a business in agriculture again, instead of having it all polluted and unusable for agricultural water. So, you know, it's not fair on these people in third world countries that they have to consume this fucked up e-waste, and I think we've made that too small. I think we need to enlarge that a bit bigger, but at least we can see we've got a bit of something nice there. But it would be nice if first world countries could stop polluting with all this e-waste. And help out the third world countries, have the electronics properly recycled by professionals who get paid a good wage. Or if the companies that build, say, photocopiers could, instead of using virgin materials from mines, they can instead use materials that have been recycled, been reclaimed off old equipment. Now I'm wondering if this is any good. This is an interesting piece. I'm going to see how it goes. But if some big companies could come and mine these countries' waste dumps, especially the e-waste, and put money towards cleaning it up and greening it up, well, it'd be a much better world, and then people who are poor can at least have a way of life like they used to before the industrial madness caught on. All this money fuckery, love of money, fuck it. So, we've got to fucking think of our future. We've got to think of the people in less fortunate countries as well as our own. We can't fucking... It's just not right. And if we can make toys that last decades, not just a year or two and then you have to fucking dispose of it. Toys are not easy things, from what I can tell, to dispose of. So it's not good. And all these baby toys with all those lights and sounds, how are you supposed to recycle that shit? Seriously, people have got to think. And the only way we can prevent this shit is to stop before we buy, think before we buy. I know that's easier said than done, folks. Most people don't understand, they don't care. They just live for the here and now, and that's it. What can I say? But anyway, that looks interesting. I think now I can call this demo quits.